Good morning, Bears. Welcome to the Somerset Aliante Morning News Program. Today is Wednesday, March 5th, and my name is Allison.
And I'm Nico. Please stand for both pledges. Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance first. Ready?
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stand for 30 seconds of silence.
Now let's do the student pledge.
Go.
I am Aliante Bear, will treat my peers, my teachers, and myself with respect and kindness every day. Go Bears, go!
Let's head over to Sebastian for this week's Rubber Report.
Good morning, Bears. I'm this week's Spider-Man. Today we have a high of 57 and a low of 48. On Thursday we have a high of 64 and a low of 48. And on Friday we have a high of 66 and a low of 48. Bye, Bears.
K through 5 students, don't forget to pre-order your book if you want a signed copy tomorrow. Here's a little information about it. We are super excited that author Dion Leonard and his amazing dog Gobi are coming to visit our school during Nevada Reading Week, March 6th for grades K through 5. You can find books, stickers, and other items to purchase on his website. We also have a link on the Aliante website. Please make sure you tell your parents to purchase your book before his visit so you can have him sign it.
Now let's see what we will have for lunch today.
Today's lunch is orange chicken and not-so-fried rice with diced carrots and giant goldfish grams. Now let's head over to Jeremy to see who our finalists are in the Mask Reading Challenge.
Good morning and welcome, Bears. Welcome to the final day of the Master Readers. We heard from 4 amazing readers, but only 2 can advance to the finals. The winners from both shows are the Dashing Dog and Elegant Elephant. Congratulations to them both. Now we'll have a final battle for the title of the Master Reader Champion. Let's hear it for the first finalist.
Giraffes can't dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald," the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clod." So he crept off from the dance floor, and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing, and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on, "but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing round. He threw his arms out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. "I am dancing! Yes, I'm dancing! I am dancing!" Gerald cried. Then one by one each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him, quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen!" "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love."
Wow, that was amazing. Now let's give it up for our second finalist reader.
Life in the Slow Lane. It's life in the slow lane, the slow life for me, the tortoise way. It's the best way to be. Young Shelley the tortoise was singing one day. She went up to her grandpa to hear what he'd say. "Come closer, dear Shelley. I'll tell you a tale of our life in the desert with cactus and quail. Our family's old, listen close. Now, my dear, we've lived on this planet for millions of years. We've come from old stock, we have friends by the dozens, and here's a surprise, crocodiles are your cousins. We eat leaves and grasses, prickly cactus and flowers. We always need water, we can store it for hours. Our hind feet are thick, kind of stubby and fat. We're not built for racing, no doubt about that. Jackrabbits are speedy, just look at them run. A tortoise just thinks, moving slowly's more fun. Wild hummingbirds hover, they dart and they scurry. Us tortoise just asks, why on earth should I hurry? It's life in the slow lane, the slow life for me, the tortoise way, is the best way to be. Our front legs for digging are flat, wide, and strong. We dig dens and burrows. They're deep and they're long. We return to these burrows. That's where we can hide. When predators hunt us, we're safely inside. We're built for protection with a strong, bony shell. We tuck head and tail in and our 4 feet as well. Then nothing can hurt us. We've tucked in for hours. When the danger is gone, we come out to eat flowers. We can live to be 60. Shelley's old grandpa said, some can live to be 100. Some die young instead. Our desert is changing. It's people you know. They like to move quickly. They rarely go slow. They build homes and highways. They need lots of room, but tortoises worry. Are we facing our doom? Let's try to convince them the fast lane is wrong. Remember the tortoise and join in our song. Oh, it's life in the slow lane, the slow life for me. The tortoise way is the best way to be. The end.
Wow, both readers did an amazing job. Now it's time to hear from our bears. Make sure you head over to the Google form to vote for your favorite reader. We will announce the winner on Friday's morning announcement. See you then.
We are running a bookmark contest for Nevada Reading Week. Here's a little information about it.
We are running a bookmark contest for NV Reading Week. Ask your teacher for a contest entry form. You must include this year's theme, Color Our World with Reading. There will be one winner per grade. Entries are due Wednesday, March 5th. Good luck.
And that is it for today's morning announcements. Have a great day, Bears!